Hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome. สวัสดีจ้า So, for first timers, welcome. I made this channel. I mean, at the start, I made this channel for Thai viewers. But recently, I've been promoting my stream to more international viewers. So I might, I mean, not might, I will switch between Thai and English. Most of the time I will staying in English, but yeah, so it's going to be like a two language stream. And yeah, so welcome everyone. We are going to Composite today. I'm not really sure if you can hear this clearly. Let me check my own Steam. Because I just got a new PC setup, so I'm not really sure. Hold on. I'm not really sure if it's good or bad. Let me see. Damn. Look at this goddamn quality. The quality of the stream is atrocious. Jesus. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's probably because of my hold on. I have to change my bit rates a bit. Too low. Okay, hope this better. Yo, hello. ปรับบัตรแบบพี่ยังไงนะครับผมหาคลิปสอนไม่เจอบัตรพิกเซลใช่ไหมถ้าเป็นบัตรพิกเซลมันจะมีคลิปของพี่อาซึกะอยู่ครับลองเซิร์ชไปว่า Pixel Art อาซึกะ111อ่ะมันจะมีบัตรอยู่แล้วพี่ชายก็ไปโหลดมันเลยปรับในโอเคได้เลย Alright, so let's get started. Oh my god. I have to rescale everything. Hold on. Alright, so this tab's gonna be here. Alright. I hope this works. And I'm going to close this. Okay, don't really need that. How long have you been doing this stuff? Around I actually started using After Effects for like 1 year, but I actually start learning about like this animation composites around 5 or 6 months ago. So yeah, around 5 or 6 months, half a year. Alright, so I'm going to composite this. I'm actually going to make this like a duo because I already complete Sai. This one. I'm going to complete him. So I'm actually going to make like a duo. I'm just like I want to make something about Blue Lock. I'm a Blue Lock diehard fan. I really like the show. I really like the manga. I hope that one day I could draw something like in Blue Lock because it's really cool. I really like it. So yeah, let's get started. Oh, I actually have a colossal course about this. I think you already know. I just keep mentioning about this, but yeah, I have a colossal course about this stuff that I'm doing right now. So I won't explain a lot of the stuff on the stream, but you can ask. Feel free to ask. So right now, I will just separate all of these colors first. How many was there? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I cannot count. No mind. Is that enough? Okay, good. So separate this. And on this one, you know what? I'm actually going to change the color of my After Effects a bit. ใช่ครับเป็นคลิปสอนทำ Pixel Art โดย Procreate ใช่จ้ะอันนั้นเลยพี่อาร์ตเขาจะสอนทำตัว Pixel Art อยู่ Preference General going to change the okay it's already 3 good appearance okay just going to match the tone of this more like an this is more like an aesthetic it doesn't have to do it with anything about the compositing so around this okay nice matching the aesthetic all right and this one color change. The reasons why I chose to do everything or like to do the effects on After Effects is because this is the actual pipeline or the actual process we use in like in anime or in animation, especially in like Japanese animation. We usually going to do compositing on After Effects, and I really like to do compositing as well, especially on the effects part. I really like it. Just change everything, yeah. And this technique is usable with like a moving character cell as well. It's really cool. It's one of the things that after I learned about this, I became like, you know, in love with that, and I just keep doing this. I used to do a lot of the illustration work before. Then after I discovered like, you know, compositing and After Effects stuff, I just switched completely. Right, so this is all about just like changing color and stuff. Okay. Oh, that. All right, is this all? Let me check. Okay, it's all. Nice. So we're going to have this here, right? Reset. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Right. The circle effect is the plugins. Which one? Like the thing that I do most of the time? Like the flare thing? Is that what you mean? Right, so I already have this. And I'm just going to ignore it for now. Oh, wait. Forgot about that. Hold on. Forgot about the eye. Right. Nine. And I'm just going to ignore this for now, because I'm going to start working on effects. I usually start with the effects first, and then we start compositing because visual effects came first. So I'm just going to use this as a footage. Okay. This is like a guidelines for me. So I should put this on top. Okay. Yeah, that effects you add when you're doing it. I think it's not a plugins. Like if you mean by the circle thing, you have to make it by yourself. It's not a plugins. Okay, let's get started. So I have to make this line first. How would I start? Well, the previous work on the side piece, this one, one right here. I use Saber, so I'm going to try that. Discovered that Saber is like the most easiest to use so far. Like if you want to create like this type of like line streaks effect, you can use Saber for this. Just gonna do that because it's easy. And yeah, I'm going to make this side first. It does look like something. Hold on. Okay, is it better? That's the ref, Aurora. Yeah, it's a ref. It's very hard. I discovered that it's very hard for you to like improvise most of the effects on like while you're doing it. So I just draw it out. Much better if you have like some guidance. So have to push this a bit more. I'm readjusting stuff right now. I don't think we need this. Okay. I want the line to be more sharper. Like that. Maybe curve this side. Okay. Right. And we're going to add Saber. Cool thing about Saber is you can customize the shape of it by going to the customize core and use layer mask. It's going to be the same shape right here. And then you can play with the distortions. So this is what I usually do. So glow distortions, I'm going to put this to full. Glow distortion, core distortion. Energy, fluid. Rinse aura is like a water, isn't it? So I guess we can make somewhat of that shape. Energy, fluid. Yeah, I think the fluid will fit head style. And I have to go to here. And I have to add the softness. I don't really want this shape. Okay. So this is like this offset. Just gonna leave it for now. Let's see. Okay, this one is good. And I just have to find that sweet spot. Really hard to control. I'm just gonna keep it right here for now. Invert. Should I invert this? Yeah, okay. Random seeds. Okay, let's go to here. Oh, okay. Oh, it's this one. I cannot find this. Okay, found it. Okay, so it's this one. I just want this shape. Yeah, this is enough. Let's hit play. It should move. Nice. So I have to remove the wind speed. Don't really need that. Okay. And I have to slow down the noise speed. 0.5. Okay. Like so. And I'm going to use, the color doesn't matter right now. I'm going to use a color range to remove this black part, right? And I'm going to increase the fuzziness so you get this shape, or the shape is going to be much clearer. Adjust this a bit. Right now I don't really care about the, as I told you, I don't really care about the color at all. I just want the shape. I'm looking at the shape, only the shape right now. Something like that. It still doesn't look right. Let's see. Distortion, fluid, energy, smoke. I feel like this fluid works so far. Distortion amount. It has to be more like a water shape. Can we use rough edge for this? Okay, that's to be, yeah, it seems to be working so far, right? Spiky, nope. Sharpness. Okay, nice. So far so good. And this is going to be the shape. Let's see. Okay. And I'm going to use a linear white. For this. Should I use linear white? I didn't think that I used linear white on the last work. It's, oh yeah, it's here. Let's see. And size and offset. Okay, let's see. I want to create like an effect that's going to be three-dimensional. So it's going to end right here. The line's going to end here. The end offset is something like here. Okay. And I'm going to duplicate this, put this at the bottom. 65. So this one should be 65 and then 0. And it doesn't work. Oh yeah, it's got it below. What? Am I dumb? I am. Oh, I'm dumb. Damn. My bad, guys. Start offset should be 65. Am I dumb again? I am dumb. Hold on. So this should be 0. And what? Wait, what? Am I dumb? Wait, what? Oh. Huh? I am so confused. Oh! Right, I forgot to turn off. Sorry. I'm so dumb. So, start, and then... Okay, nice. Finally. Jesus. Okay, so now it should connect. But it's on the same... Not the same. It's on the different layer, so it's going to get this. What? What's going on? Am I dumb? Wait, what? Why is it not appearing? Huh? Oh yeah, obviously. Okay. Okay, nice. Finally, Jesus. God. Okay, so let's hit play. Let's see. I have the layer open, yeah. And it's so confusing. Like there are tons of numbers and I just set the appearance to like this green tint and I cannot even see this. I cannot even see the numbers. It's cool nonetheless. Okay, so I got this. And I have to start working on the, you know, the actual texture. So let's create new comp. We're going to make like a rinse aura. I think on the recent aura, it's going to be, it's not a water. It's more like a monster aura. Like it's still shaped like a water, but like there's more corruptions and stuff. So yeah, we're going to try to do that. So we start everything with fractal noise, obviously. But this time, I am going to use Miri. I just discovered this from my recent work that you can get a very interesting shape if you like go down to the sub settings and you crank up this number. Like it inverts itself, and you get this. I mean, it's in. I don't even know how to describe this shape, but it looks cool. Yeah, looks great so far. You can make a very trippy effect with this. However, I'm just going to do that, and I'm going to use a color range to remove the white part. It's gonna be like, oh, it's so trippy, man. Okay, it's gonna look something like that. You know what? I'm just going to put this white backgrounds for now. Okay. So I remove the white part. Let's do some scalings. It's a bit like glitchy. Like if you do this, you just crank up like the numbers a lot, and now it's like it inverts itself basically. But I like the shape. Just discover this, and it's really cool. You can play with this a bit more. If you select the block, it's gonna, I don't know what is it, but like if you select linear, the shape is going to be, you know, it's very sharp, it's very edgy, which this is what I'm looking for, because Rin's aura is like, at first it looks like water, but then when he starts being thirsty, he's going to be like a demonic aura or something like that. Like if you go to the spine, it's going to be much smoother, right? But I don't, well, I'm still contemplating. I don't really know. We'll stick to the linear first. Okay, something like that. Let's animate this. Going to play with the shape a bit. Yeah, filthy aura. Yeah, that's the word. That's the. Okay, time. Hundreds. It's gonna start moving now. Alright. Okay, and now we can start layering this one by one until it's complete. I think I should just add gradient ramp to this. Right. Okay. Let's see. The light it's going to coming from the left side, so we are going to adjust this gradient according to that lighting. So something like this. And let's do another layer. But this time we're going to change the seed. Okay, it's gonna be like that, and change the seed, change the size, like so. I am going to, well, the contrast stuff doesn't matter at all. I am going to do this and slow it down a bit. So we're going to have the fast moving one and slow moving one. So this one, like that. Okay, now we have this. Can you make it so the live is still seeable on YouTube after it finish? Yeah. Usually I just let the live like up on the YouTube after it's done. I don't delete lives, so yeah, you can rewatch it. Okay, something like that. What's more? I think you need a bit more of like so because we already have this like broken piece thing right here. We do need like some type of like this shape a bit. What I'm thinking of is I can just duplicate this and just use the turbulent display for this. But I can already know that it's not going to look good. But we can try. Amounts. No, not the amounts. Complexity. Okay, like so. I changed my mind. It looks really good. Okay. Looking nice so far. I don't want to go too overboard, so I'm just going to leave it for now, like this for now. And we're going to work on the lighting parts, because we already have like the black aura. Now we need like the white aura. I think we can offset the turbulence a bit, so it start moving. Which direction though? Probably here. Okay, so we have a static moving stuff here, and now we have this moving part. That's great. And now we worked on the bright part. Okay, you cannot see anything because it's already black. You can use the fill for this. Fill. Or you can just go to your color range and reset this and then just select the black parts. Okay, so you're going to get the white parts. And I'm going to use a fill And the color going to be his aura color, probably here. Let's see. Okay. It covers everything. I cannot see at all. Hold on. Let me crank this back down. Okay. Oh damn. Please. Okay. Okay, this is much better. Okay. Now I can control this. Nice. I'm going to go to transform and reduce this a bit. We can get this. Okay. Put this more bright. And complexity doesn't do anything at all. And subscaling. Yeah, it's in the subscaling. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I'm going to rotate this a bit so it doesn't look the same. Plus, I'm going to randomize the seed a bit more. And I am going to start putting the keyframes here. It's going to move a bit faster. Like so. I changed my mind. It's not going to move this fast. Perspective offset so it doesn't move at the same speed. Okay. It's looking sassy. Okay. Yeah. I think with the layering this is better. Alright, so let's test this out by going to this part right here. I feel like I still want that soft edge. So let's go to the edge sharpness and reduce this. Okay. Oh, that's too much. Okay, right here. Sweet spot. This part as well. Edge sharpness, reduce this down. Okay. I'm going to fill this. So you're going to get only the shapes of this. Put the white color so we can see. Right. It's actually, I think it's actually better if you like use like the shape layer and then you just put like the turbulent displays. But I just prefer to use the saber because you get more interesting shape with this. Is it necessary to have the roughen edge? Or maybe I can just change the mode a bit. Maybe we go with spiky. I still don't like the shape of it though. Like, it's too uniform. Maybe we don't need the roughen edge at all. It's gonna keep it like this. Okay. Yeah. So the aura that is closer to the camera, this one, I'm not going to put the roughen edge. However, on the further aura right here, it's going to be roughen edge. So it's going to create this like that voice crack. It's going to create the separations of like the details, and that's going to create a depth. Okay, let me play with this a bit. Okay. Let's see. Where's the count? This one. We put this here, and we track map this, and you get this. It's pretty easy. Bar, track map this again, and you get this aura, and you cannot see at all. Where's my breakers? Okay. Okay, this is much better. Huh. All right. Still have to deal with this. I have to play with the shape a bit more. You know what? Maybe I need the roughen edge. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, there's no middle ground, it seems. Maybe... Yeah, there's no middle grounds. Like, I don't really like the shape. I don't really like... Oh, never mind. Maybe this... Nope, it doesn't work. Never mind. We are just sticking to this. Okay. Alright, so we have this. And I am going to turn this into dancing dissolve because I don't really like how blurry these edges are. Like this spike, as you can see. So you can, you know, you can use this cheat code where you use the dancing dissolve, and it's just going to keep this pixelated look right here. Okay. So far so good. I'm going to use this as a density solve as well. Right. So let's hit play. Yep. Why don't I use blur to soften it? Because I still want the shape, like, you know, the rinse aura is very jaggy and like very corrupt. Still want that. It depends on the taste as well, I think. I just like this looks a bit more. Okay, we have this. And I feel like on here, we can, I just forgot what I want to do. Hold on. Oh, yeah. We can add in the adjustment layer and turbulent displays. Because I want everything to like wobbly a bit. Like so. Size. Okay, like that. So let's play. So it's going to go up. Okay, so now it started wobbly a bit. Right. Maybe we need a bit more. We need a bit more of this. So I'm going to turn this to add. I'm going to duplicate this and put this on top this time. And change the random seeds. Change the brightness down. Or maybe up, nope, down. And I'm going to mess with the keyframes a bit. So this one is going to move a bit slower. Already. With the offset turbulence. This one is going to move a bit slower. Okay. It's going to create the separations of depth. Like here. Right. Maybe we can use the big shape a bit more. Nah, I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, keep it that way. I'm going to keep it this way for now. Okay. The true test is you have to put in the deep glow and see the results. So let's try that. Go to change the backgrounds to a more darker, like that. Okay. And I'm going to pre-comp all of this. So it's just like aura 1. And this one is going to be the second. It's the same aura, but like in the different dimensions. 1 aura 2. Right. And the real test is once you put in a deep glow, how does it look like? And it's looking great, per usual. And go to mono color. We're going to change to more cyan. Is the ring color cyan? Is it cyan? I think it is. Like it's more like it's this color. I think it's more green or something like that. Okay. And going to put this here. Okay, so let's see. Let's see this in action. I'm going to let it run a bit. Okay, that's enough. Let's see. Yeah, it's working great so far. Another thing that I would like to try is to try use a blobby light. This is another plugin that you usually use to create the water texture. So let's try to do that. I'm going to put the cutaway to 0. And it's going to look a bit more like this. I don't think it fits though. But yeah, I'm going to try. Let's see. It looks cool, but it doesn't fit in my opinion. Maybe it's because of like the water particle, like the droplets, the blob is too big, it seems. Yeah, it's a bit too big. too distracting in my opinion. But I still like the idea of this, so I'm going to try to use another one, which is glass. Let's see. Glass might be a bit better because you can customize the shape a bit more. I'm going to try to use glass for now. Lower this down. Yeah, maybe like this. I don't know. Displacement. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like this texture a bit more. Nice. Should I just put it below deep glow? Maybe? Yeah, I don't think it's... doesn't fit, it seems. Should be above. Okay. I'm going to keep it like this for now. Okay. See? No, it doesn't fit. Yeah, I don't think so too. I feel like it's already good enough without any like this distortions. But you have to play with the shadings a bit more. Right, so let's work on that. Another thing that I usually do is, I think the line is too thin in my opinion. Maybe if we increase this a bit. Glow bias. Okay. And maybe I put in too much black. Let's see. I'm going to disable one. And let's see. And now it's too bright. Okay. No man. Okay. A bit better. It's not sure though. All right, so on here, I am going to duplicate this. Put this on top. So this one, we are going to use another plugins. Distance gradation. I'm going to change this to multiply. I'm going to make a bit of a shade. Cannot speak. I'm going to make a bit of a shadings. So right here, I'm going to use a black color and put a roughen edge in. So you're going to get this like a little bit of again outlines. This is like the a similar technique that I used to use on the Jujutsu Kaisen. Is the outline of the curse energy. I think it's the same technique. So you put in this transcodation and you put in roughen edge. You get this outlines play together. It's gonna be this. Still feel like you can make it a bit brighter. And going to use the ramp for this. Gonna put a bit of a lighting into this. Green is for Isagi, I think. So a bit of a cyan, yeah, something like that. Gonna be on top here. Okay. I'm going to try the classic color dodge. Yeah, it doesn't work. Okay, we go with that. Nope, it doesn't work at all. Jesus. Okay, no more. Alright, we're sticking to the basics. So we have this, but it's really hard to see. Maybe if we use other color. I never tried to use any other color before. Normal. I'm not really sure will this work. Would like to try. something like that. Let's see. It's gonna give the edge a bit more color. Still too much though. Reduce the inside threshold. Okay. Okay, let's see. All right. I think this line has to be moved to the left a bit more. Okay. Yeah. And I have to increase the size of this. Is it the end or the start? Let's see. Start size. I think it's the end. It doesn't matter at all. What? Never mind. I'm going to do the secret technique of this. Using a 3D layer. It's not even a secret. Okay, I have to put everything in 3D. Forgot about that. Okay. So. Let's see. I mean. Nope. No mind. Scrap the idea. Okay. We have this. We have to layer this a bit. So I'm going to duplicate this again, but this time this one is going to be multiply, deglow, fast box blur. This one is going to be like a shadow. Like without this, it's going to be very hard to separate. But like a bit of the shadow is going to create more depth into the scenes. But I have another trick. If you want to put in more texture into this, you can use a roughen edge again, and it's going to create this shape. And you can use a spiky and reduce the edge sharpness and increase the scale up. And then you can increase the complexity to widen it. But it depends on your taste as well. So something like this. Is it too much? A bit, yeah. Maybe we use dancing this off. No. Okay. Alright, so we have this. Okay. Right, so I'm usually going to put like a streak, like a black streak. I mean the line. I'm gonna do that. Let me adjust this. Normal, change this to black color or size. Okay, I'm going to put this like a bit of a depth across the screen. Okay. And now we can start working on rings like the flow. This is like, I call this like an aura. I don't know if it's the same between aura and flow. For the flow, I'm gonna need the base layer, this one. Duplicate this. Change this to white color. And we're going to use a minimax. It's going to increase the size of the line, like that. Okay, it's going to increase the outline. And I'm going to put in the turbulent displace. I guess this is the same technique that they use on Blue Lock's show as well. I can kind of imagine they use this. Like a very easy way to create like an aura, but we're not going to do this, okay? It's too easy, too easy. We are going to use the what do you call it? The particle thing. Okay. So we can use particle world for this. There are 3 particle types you can play. Playground, system, and world. I'm just going to use a world because it's the most complete one. Okay, and I need the character because I have to see the orientations. Something like that, yeah. Okay, let me arrange this. I'm going to change the physics to twirly? Nah. Twirl? Nah. Vortex? Nah. Fire? Maybe fire. Is it fire? Let me remember. Explosive directional axis. I guess we can, this time we can try directional axis. Because it gives you this, you know. Okay, so I have to position this a bit. It's gonna be a bit hard. As you can see, it's really hard to control. And I turn this currently off. I'm the loser. Damn, it's like he's the Flash. The next Loki? Damn. Right, so this is not what we are looking for, but like, yeah. I'm going to put more resistance. I don't really like how uniform this is though. Like it should be like a fire. Maybe we can try fire. You know, just keep this first. Shaded sphere. Nope. Faded sphere for this one. We're going to use only the white color for this. Because we're just going to make like a shape. Okay. Directional axis. Can we control this? Yes. Okay. Going to move the producer bit. I don't think that they use this technique because in Blue Lock there are 2 types of flow effects that they use. The first one might be, I'm not really sure where it's from or what plugins they use, but it might be from the third-party plugins, probably from the Red Giant, maybe, or the Magic Bullet thing, that it can create like a particle, because it seems to interact with the character. Like it's coming from the hand, it's coming from the body. You can clearly see like the directions, which it's pretty hard to recreate. From my experience, it's very hard to recreate that looks with like the typical After Effects plugins. And the second one is this, where you just use the minimax to make the character aura, and then you put in the distance gradation to get these effects. Right, I'm pretty okay with this, or I can kind of imagine how they approach this or how they do it. But the second type of aura is like, I don't know how. I don't even know how they do it. It's really impressive for me. Even though like the animations might be, yeah, it's a bit still, you know, the greatest PowerPoint I've ever seen. Yeah, I do understand their situations. It might be very rough. Okay, so something like this. Let's see. Yep. I still don't really like how... Okay, this is better. So I'm going to use a negative gravity, so the particle is going to flow up. You better not in simple method, yeah. You know, we are egoists, so we are not going to pick up or pick a fight with the weaker ones. Like it's a blue lock philosophy, basically. Alright, so we have this. First you imagine this like a cloud shape or like a flow shit. I don't know, man. Alright, so another thing that you have to add is the roughen edge, obviously. And now you're going to get this. It's better than using a fractal noise, in my opinion, because you get a real physics from this. And you're going to use a cut, edge sharpness, scale up to make the shape a bit more bigger. Gonna get this. And increase the complexity. Let me try to see this. Hold on. So we have cone axis, we have twirl. I even think that twirl might be better. Okay, I'm just going to put this here. Let's see. I mean, it doesn't move. The problem is it doesn't move. Hold on. And now it's moving. Oh, okay, fine. We are sticking with this. Just adding more velocity then. Okay, nice. So velocity works. Okay, something like that. Okay, and I'm just going to make this a bit bigger so it covers the entire character, so we can mask this later on. I'm going to change a bit of the perspective a bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, something like this would do. And then let me see the longevity stuff. Birth rates. Okay. But we can play with the shapes a bit more. Yeah, this is a bit better. Because if we don't like use a stretch, width, or height, it's gonna be very static. So we use that. And what did I use? Another thing. There's another thing that I use. Probably turbulent displays. Maybe, I don't remember. So to put more distortions in, or it's going to make the flow a bit more like wavy. Yeah, but this is a bit too much. Bodge, twist. Okay. And if we pair it with this, like you're going to see this shape. I forgot to animate this. Hold on. Let me animate this. Time. It's going to be very fast, so 400s. It has to be faster. So 1000s. Okay. I'm going to use as offset turbulence a bit. This point has to be very far away. Something like that. Okay. Jesus. Wow. Oh my. Hold on. So fast. Maybe it's too far. Let's see. Oh my. What? What? Okay. Chill, man. So fast. God, why is it still fast? Okay. Damn. Jesus. Okay, we already have this. So if you pair this together, you're going to get this, as you can see. So it's going to be like an outline from the character, and there's going to be the flow coming out of the character. Okay, I think the shape is a bit too wiggly. Is that a word? I'm going to reduce the complexity down. Okay, maybe right here. Increase the size a bit. Okay. Wait. Huh? Oh, yeah. Okay. Something like this. Let's see. Okay. Right. So another thing that we can do is you can use what? Okay. You can use the warp to put more distortion in. It's gonna be a bit hard to control because yeah. Okay. Just going to bend this so it fits with the perspective. We decided it's too big once we use a warp, so is it working? Is it? Does it look good? I don't think it looks good. Okay, you know, we are going with this same aura. Okay, this is good enough. Okay, and I'm going to make another comp. This one is going to be like the aura one. The reasons why we cannot use this is because if we use the same, then the motion is going to be the same. I mean, you can copy everything, put into the new comp, but you have to readjust something. So for the aura, I feel like this shape has to be bigger. A bit bigger. Oop. Oop. Something like that. Bigger shape. Okay. There's another thing that I just discovered. So in the F plugins, if you search smoke, it's going to be smoke threshold here. If you click on this, it's going to auto-generate the black and white map for you. And I just discovered that this technique is really useful if you want to, let's say if you want to turn the footage, especially like the smoke footage, from like real life to an animation cell, or like in a hand animation smoke something. So you can try to use this. I just discovered this today. Just play around with the plugins. I just found it. So we have this. Maybe the the line is too thick, it seems. Hold on. Okay. I'm going to use a blind this time. I think this is too much, so reduce that. Okay. I'm going to use the turbulent displace. Right, and offset turbulence. Push this up. Too much. Okay. Save, and let's see. I'm going to let this play a bit. I would like to save first. The turbulence thing is messing with this. Hold on. Is it even necessary to use the turbulent displays? Let's see. It does look okay, but I think the setting is too much right now. Okay. Alright. So we have this. I am going to pre-comp this. So this is like a map. Turn the eye off. Put in the new comp here. And track maps. Okay, and let's see. What a fucking mess. I feel like it's too detailed. Hold on. Save. Reduce this. I'm going to revert this back. Oop. Oop. Okay. But I don't like this thing at all, maybe. Is it? Yeah, it's messing with the tone. Okay, never mind. Maybe we can just reduce this down a bit. Yeah. Okay. Layering. Okay. And I'm going to use a screen for this. I guess once we use the screen, maybe we can increase the black part. Let's see. And I'm going to use a curve. Okay. Oh, damn. Alright. Something like that. This time I'm going to try and use the blob elize. Not sure will it work or not. Let's see. Blob elize, cut away to 0. It seems that it's going to work better with the aura and not like this. I don't even know how do you call this like. Okay. What a messy piece of... Yeah, this is usually what the process I do looks. So it's not going to look beautiful at... Oh my god, that... At my place, there's like a really big thunderstorm right here. So loud. Right, so we have this. Don't really like how it looks. May God help me. Jesus. So hard. Okay. I just have another idea. Maybe if we don't include this, it may look better. Might look better. I'm going to go back to here. Feels like it's the The particle size variation? No. Max opacity. Okay. Right, let's see. Don't forget to put in our deep glow. Deep glow. Oh, you can do that. You cannot do it. Okay. Why though? Why can I not do it? Oh yeah, because you have to pre-comp this. So this one will be glow. You deep glow this. Okay. 0.5 400. Okay. And you have to put this on top of the character as well. So, oh my god. Okay, so you put this on top, but you can use the masking for this. I'm going to use the masking a bit. So just mask out the part that you don't really want it to appear. Okay, do that. And invert the mask. And use a feather. Right, but this is too easy, so we're just going to use another thing, which is rough and edge. We just put everything. We just put rough and edge into everything. This one has to be on top of the deep glow. Okay, because rough and edge is going to hide that, like, you know, that fade that you usually see when you use the masking. So you can put in rough and edge, and that's going to hide it, as you can see. But you have to match the sharpness and stuff. So I'm just going to do that until, yeah, something like that. And let's see. I'm just going to put this in half. Let's see. I'm going to wait a bit. Okay, let's see. I feel like the flow has to move quicker, has to be faster. So this has to be quicker. Probably here. Offset turbulence. Perspective offset. Whee! It's a bit too slow, it seems. Whee! Right here. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Too fast? Maybe too fast. Hold on. Come back. Please. Are you? What? Back? Where's the... Wait, what? Where's the point? Okay, no man. Right here. It's too slow. Where is the point? Oh, it's right here. Okay, I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. This might be a bit better. This one has to move to... Oh, Jesus. Maybe it's too much. So, around here, okay. And transform, offset turbulence is already moving. But this one has to move a bit quicker. Okay. Alright, so let's see. Put this to half. Wait, wait, and wait. All right. Okay. I'm going to readjust this a bit. Okay. Oh. Wait, what? Oh yeah, I feel like the flow, the actual shape of this. Hold on. You have to move this as well. Okay. Nice. And use an object turbulence. Where's the point? Right here. Here, put this up. Okay, so it's going to move, actually move something. Yeah. All right. Now, I think I'm happy with the effects so far. So we are going to start adding in some camera movement. You actually have to do the camera movement first, actually. I forgot. Form. So let's see. Yeah, that's the problem. How much can I move? Around. I have to zoom in. Okay. So 110. Okay. I already planned my drawing to be zoomed in, so it wasn't a big deal. So this is pretty much in furthest I could go. So something like this. Gonna move down to like right here. Okay. I am going to use some scalings a bit. Okay. And use a graph. What the fuck is this graph? Speed graph, okay. So where's the 0? Okay. Go down, down and down, okay. Nice. Push this to 0. Oh, nice, okay. Let's go to position. Graph, this one has to be up, so up. I'm just going to make like an exponential graph, so like it's gonna move really fast at first and then it's going to slow down. Something like that. Nice. Now you can add the wiggle thing as well. You need to have the FX console. This one is a free plugins. You can download this because once you type in a wiggle on the FX console, it's going to get this. You're gonna find this presets. Wiggle position. Oh damn, that's too much. It reminds me of the memes. Like, I'm not sure if you have heard the meme. Not heard. Like, if you saw the meme, the Rin is dancing and like the tongue is like wiggling around. So cringy. So 2 seconds. Maybe too much. Okay. So we already have everything that we need. Maybe on the flow. I'm gonna play with the mobilize a bit more. It's very sensitive, it seems. Okay. I am actually going to try and put the camera lens blur here. Just want to see. Because right now everything is like in the same depth and you know in the same detail. Wait, what? Oh, it's because of the flow. Let's see. 10. That. And here. 10. Let's see. It might be a bit better because it's going to give a more sense of like a realistic depth. But I cannot do it like this. Because now everything is blurred. I have to make a map for this. But you know, I am too lazy for this, so I'm not going to do it. Sorry. Just going to put this here, like 2 maybe. Oh, no, around here, okay. Like so. So the aura is going to have a bit of a depth. Okay, I'm okay with this so far. Okay, is there more effects? Maybe this part, I can just reposition this. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I just remember, I have to animate the line. It's gonna be very easy, so let's do that. Start offsets and offset, so we end with 65. Let's do a quick transition, and right here the start is gonna be 0. Okay, so it's going to start appearing like that. Okay, nice. So the same here. Wait, where did I put the keyframes? Hold on. Okay, right here. In offset 65, the start at 0. Nice. And I have to do that on this flow as well. Oh, not the flow, the aura. Okay. Aura 1, so we stop it here. Okay, so that means on this part it's going to start at 0. No, wait, what? Hold on. Offsets. So this going to be 65, and then start offsets, and when it reach around here it's going to be 100, so it's going to be connected, I hope. Let's see. And obviously the flow has to be disabled at the start. Hold on. So for the map, so this one, at the start it's going to be 0, and once the time goes on it's going to be 1.9. okay, this one as well. Okay, looking good. And for this one, the minimax effects has to be removed. So start with 0, and then the aura is going to come up 6 right here. It's going to be better if you turn off the opacity to 0, and then around here you put 200. Okay, so let's see. Okay, now let's see the results. Yeah, it's gonna start without anything at all, and then once you let it play, it's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna start playing. Okay, nice. Now I'm going to wait a bit. Okay, let's see. Huh. Don't really like how the flow start at the same time. Maybe we can move the timing away a bit. Something like that. Okay, let's see. It's too slow. So move this back. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Great. Let's see. Yeah, it's too distracting if you put them like... Yeah, it's a bit distracting. Why is it like this though? Oh, it has to be on top. Okay, that's why. Alright, so I think we at least complete the effects part. Now I'm going to start actually composite this, so it's going to be, yeah. I'm going to put this up. Let's see. What the hell is this? Oh, this is like a... Okay. Remove this. Alright, so this is the light, this is the reflection, and this is the guidance. Okay. We can start with the slide first. So at the start, this light is not going to be visible. We can use the gradient ramp for this. Easy, simple. And just going to put it a bit more greener. Green. Bump here, bump here. Okay, so at the start, there's at least the light's gonna be like somewhat like this. Okay, and you can move these keyframes. So, and I'm completely wrong. It should be on top right here. All right, something like that. And once you move this, the line's coming. Now I'm going to start moving this. So right here, start interacting, and the green is going to come down. Okay, and it's now here, so it's going to start appearing on every part of the character face, and then the reveal, well, it's going to be right here. Okay, the line's going to be below. Okay, so let's see. See, and now you have like a very realistic lighting. Not a realistic like you faked it up, yeah, but like semi-realistic. Okay, now you get this, and you can put in the deep glow. Yeah, well, that's gonna be very easy if you have it. Oh my god, so bright. 0.7 is good enough. Okay, and 400. Nice. We go with the tint monotone. Change the color to a more green. And that's not green. Okay. And going to reduce the exposure down. Okay, something like that. All right, so you have this, and now the reflection. Actually, the reflection is going to be here. So the reflections. I'm going to put an add to. Nope, not the add. I'm going to put a screen. No man. Use a gradient wrap and red. Okay. Green. Kind of like this red tone. So first the red is gonna be dominant in the scenes, something like that. And once the greens, like here, once the greens appear, the red is gonna be faded down. Still going to be on the scenes, still going to be on the character, but it's going to be a lot smaller or a lot fader. Can bring this back, or I'm just going to rotate this up. Okay. Let's see. Right. Nice. Guess this is a bit too bright. I'm going to reduce it to 80. No, you cannot do it like that. Okay. And don't forget the Rin's eye. So his eye should be glowing. Deep glow. Okay. So this part is where I'm not going to like put any keyframes in. It's just going to keep glowing like this. Okay, so let's see. Nice. Okay. And another thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the effects on the line. So I'm going to do that. Sharpness, scale down. So, because once you use a lot of like, especially if you use a deep glow, your line, especially your black line, is going to be like, it's going to sink basically. So you need to separate another line and you put them on top. Now this you can use some colors. I'm just going to use a green color, so it won't be too, yeah, it won't be too dark. Something like this would do. Okay, and at the start you are not going to see this line, and once it goes on, lines comes, now it's going to see this. Okay. Part. Hold on. Can we do something with that? Nah. Okay. Oh, you have to put it on top. I'm gonna put this on top of the flow. Okay. And now I'm going to put in some lightings. So we are using a very simple technique. Don't have to be very complicated, because I found out that if you use tons and tons of complicated techniques, your work is going to be, you know, very complicated, and it's going to be very hard to understand. So just blend in some complications with simplicity. Fill a bit of this color. I'm going to use the classic color dodge. Lighting is a bit better. This is too bright, obviously, but like, yeah. I like the lighting with the classic color dodge a bit more. 25. Okay, something like that. And I'm going to do the multiply version. This time I'm going to invert this and change the color to a bit more darker. Put this down. Okay. Turn this up. Okay. All right, let's see. A bit too bright. 25. Yeah. Okay. Let me compare to Scythe version. Yeah, Scythe is going to be much better, obviously. I put like more hours into Scythe. Pretty biased. Okay, we are here. I'm going to use the Illuminatory color. I'm going to start adjusting the tone of the work now. So let's see. We have this and this. Okay, maybe this one seems to be good. Okay. This is too dark. Faded film. A bit. Okay. And another thing is I'm going to put a filter layer. All right. Lights in. Okay. Let's compare it to Sai. Yeah, he needs to have more red. The red is like too opaque. Because if you don't have any red, your footage is going to be, as you can see here, it's going to be very monochromatic. So you need a red, a bit of a red to separate that. And we're going to use red. Yeah. Screen color dodge overlay, soft light. Maybe color dodge. Nope. Screen. I don't really like the screen though, but it's a bit hard to explain. So red has to be on top. Okay. Color dodge. Linear dodge. Lighter color. I guess the linear dodge is the best. Okay. Maybe no. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Uh-huh. Should be here, I think. Light's coming a bit too fast. So let me... Okay. Alright. I think this is better. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I am going to use this. Fractal noise. I'm going to make that intensity line thing. Okay. Let me reposition this. Just want this to appear on the face. Multiply. Rotations. Okay. And on this, duplicates. Right. And I'm going to start animating this. Okay. Turbulence. Oh, damn. Right here. Gonna move down. It's gonna be very quick, so yeah, it should go down a lot. Let's see. All right. Oh, that's too much. Around here. All right. 30. Okay. Duplicate this again. Going to put a ramp. Okay. Blue Lock ใช่แล้ว Bleach Ichigo. Yeah, I would take that into considerations. Thank you for the suggestions. Blue Lock. No, no, no. Blue Lock. I know. I think I have to add like the shadings more on this zesty, tongue-licking, demonic guy. Bro is freaky. This is not football. Not a single ball in sight. I like how edgy the show is. I mean, it's fun, like it's very entertaining, but at the same time, it's very goofy for some reason. I don't know why. Ow, my back. Jesus. Oh, fuck. Damn, I'm old. I'm in my 20s and I feel very old for some reason. Okay. I hate the color. I don't like the color at all. I'm going to change that later. I'm going to see this first. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this line has to be fixed a bit. This is the hair. This is the color. I have to color pick this as well. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let me change the color a bit. It should be a bit more... Should it be redder? Is it going to be very goofy if we just push the shadow tint to the red? Because it doesn't fit with the character at all. I'm just pushing it here because for the memes. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I mean, you can do it if you like. So right now the green is very dominant. So you can push this to like a complementary color of this, which is usually going to be the more cooler color. So about here. But why would you do that? Maybe it's because of this. Let me change it. So I have to now find the best looking filter. Not this one. Maybe you. You seems to be the best so far. Okay. Push this to a bit of a sign. Okay. Nice. It's so dark. Jesus. Oh, damn. Usually going to put this to white first, so let me do it. Push this to white. Start with like a... Wait, what? What is this? Oh, it's the thing. Where's the thing? Here's the thing. Okay. So I'm going to set this to 0. And once the colors start appearing, we are going to set this back to 92. Okay, and of course this. Okay. Let's compare it to Sai. Nope. I mean, it's quite... Yeah. I think I'm going to fix an aura a bit more. Going to put more tone into this. I'm going to use the Lumetri color on this again. Let's see. So, green. Okay, just going to push this. Okay. Okay, so the red is now prominent. Good. Hold on. Red. This might be too much at the start. Do that, and once it reaches its peak, I'm going to raise the... Okay. Nice. And now the last thing that you have to do is add in the dust particle thing. I'm going to use a snowfall for this. Snowfall. Now you won't see anything because you have to go to the here and turn the influence to 0. So to use 100, crank up the size, change the wind directions, okay, and use the color range. This here, and then I'm going to use the deep glow first. Okay. Put this to color dodge. No, never mind. Screen. Okay. And I'm going to put the roughen edge again as well. But it's going to be on top of the deep glow. Okay. Cut. Reduce the scale. Okay, and change the tint to the Rin's aura color. Something like there. Okay. Cannot see it at all. Hold on. And we have this white, green version. Now we need to have darker versions. So fill black and change the seed. Okay, I get this, and let's see. This is just like a blue lot. Damn! Greatest PowerPoint ever. Okay. I feel like the flow. Can we do something with the flow? Hold on. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to change here. Let's try. I would like to try this out. Oh, I just realized. Yeah. Forgot to color keep this. There's another part as well. It's his head. And that's the reason why I feel it is lacking something. Hold on. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And the rest is the impact thing. So let's see where I put the side impact thing. right here. Okay. So it's pretty much the same. I'm going to put the camera lens blur, but I'm just joking. We're going to use the better bokeh presets. So here. I feel like it's a better version of the camera lens blur because you get a more beautiful shape of the blur. Okay. So it's going to start here. The only problem is you can see this. So you cannot really use this. It's too dark basically. So what you can do is you cannot do anything. You can only pray or just put this up. Nope, it's even worse. Never mind. No more this bokeh. Does it even matter? Oh yeah, this gamma is going to make the blur better, it seems. But we cannot use it because, well, our footage is it's too dark. No man, that's a bummer. And on here we can use the exposure thing. Okay, I can feel like it's getting slower. Going to purge the cache. Okay, let's see. Has to be quicker, a bit more snappy, like that. Nice. Okay, and you need to add in the chromatic aberration. So I'm going to use that. Toward uniform. Toward aberrate. Okay. I feel like putting the red outside is a bit better. Okay, here. And put this to 5. Okay. I like the stylistic of this. Can change the point though. So maybe here. Okay. So we can start with like a low and then high and then low. Okay. เพิ่งไปลองใช้ Deep Glow ผมหยุดใช้มันไม่ได้แน่นอนปลั๊กอินคำสาปครับถ้าพี่ชายใช้มาแล้วพี่ชายจะไม่กลับไปใช้ Glow แบบเก่าอีกเลยธรรมดาปลั๊กอินที่ดีสุดในโลกRight. Is it too late? And I have to put in the colorama. I think they use this as well. Like when Rinse is about to shoot, I think they use this Deep Ocean. Pretty much the same color, color. Damn it, I cannot pronounce. It's the same color scheme. So I'm just going to, you know, copy their homework. Thank you for the inspiration. Just gonna phase shift this a bit so the green is going to be dominant. So yeah, something like that. Okay. Where is? Okay. Okay. And let's see. And we have to start with a bit of a blur. Okay. Maybe a bit too much, it seems. Too much. Maybe only 60. Yeah, I think 60-30 enough. Don't really need that much. Okay. Okay, nice. So let's see. Oh, the camera shake as well, yeah. One, turn this to 5, nope, 3, nope, 5, yeah, 5, and then back to 1. Let's see. Nice. Maybe a bit longer. F9. Okay. It's almost done. The rest is probably these black lines that I have to somehow fit inside the work. Let's try. Doesn't seem to solve. Okay. Damn. Okay, let's see. Gotta watch those edges. Maybe we use the better bokeh in here. Too much. Flow? Wait. Huh? Oh, here. So put is here, put up. Let's see. It's a bit unrecognizable. So I'm going to turn this to 5. And on the top it's going to be 5 as well. Okay, and let's see. Okay. Right, so I think it's looking great. The last thing that I will do is just going to put the smooth. What? Just going to put a smoother It looks so good, thank you. Yeah, I think it's already complete. I don't think we can add any more stuff. So I'm just going to add the smoother. So it's going to turn the line to like, you know, from pixelated line into a smooth line. Here. Just going to apply it to all of the layers. Boop, 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 boop. And that's pretty much it. Save and Control A. Select everything. Control A again. Yeah. Okay, everything is nicely packed, and let's see the results. Right. I might add a bit more stuff, but yeah, usually going to take time with this. I'm not going to finish everything in one sitting, so I'm just going to do that. Go do other stuff for a while, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to see a lot of stuff that I have to be fixed. But yeah, that's pretty normal. Pretty much this, like the here. You know what? I'm just going to do it right now. Why not? Where is it? Here. Okay, so this is too much, it seems. So 66. Why is it going? Oh, it should be here. Okay, so 66 is too much. So I'm going to turn this to 75, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so I think it's the thing, so I'm just going to move this in. Okay, let's see. You can still see it, but yeah, it's a bit lesser. Good enough. And I gotta do something with this blank space as well. Quite an easy fix. I'm just gonna do that. So this aura, second aura, I'm going to move this to this right side a bit more. Okay. And I'm going to blur this. I'm going to create that depth. I'm going to use a better bokeh because it's a much better version of a deep glow. No, not a deep glow. The camera lens blur. I'm going to use 6 for this. Put the diffraction up. Yeah. It's going to give that separation. So maybe too much. Only 2 is enough. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's see. I might have to put more multiply. But we'll see. Okay. Now I don't really like the camera shaking. And this is the problem. Well, we're just going to keep fixing and fixing and fixing. This is too much. No. Probably 3 is enough, I think. Okay. Let's see. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's quite good enough. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new composition. This time it's going to be in 16:9 aspect ratio. And we're just going to put this comp here. Okay, to get that cinematic feeling. And wait, what? Fit this. Transform, fit. I am. Hold on. Fit comp width. Okay. Nice. Alright, so. Oh my. Please. Please? Damn. Okay. I tried to make it full screen. I guess this is it. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to try to do this. So what's 1080 times 2? Quick math. 0. 6. You know what? I'm too dumb for this. Even though like I'm Asian, so I cannot do a quick math. So 1080 divided Jesus times 2. 2160. Oh my god, I am dumb, man. Please. It's. I wanted to put the Psy version here as well. Hold on. 3840. Thank you so much. Yeah. Oh, what the? Okay, let's get this up. Because I made, you are going to be on the right. Okay. And then Psy is going to be on the left. Where's Psy? Okay, you right here. 80. Nope. What size are you? 91. 91. Okay. Going to hold shift. Ah, this is so beautiful. Why doesn't it fit? Okay, never mind. I'm not going to question this anymore. I'm just going to do that and then this is harder than it looks, man. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. I'm too lazy now. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Itoshi Brothers. It's already done. I might not do another fan art for a while. I don't want to like flood my own Twitter with like fan arts. Okay. Nicely done. And I'm going to keep waiting for it to load. It's gonna take some time. Gonna keep waiting and it's going to be the end of the stream. Yeah. I feel like the Psy version it's quite compressed. I'm not sure why. Might be because like I scaled him down a bit too. Yeah, and I'm thinking I might, but I already scaled Rin's down, so I'm not going to do anything with him. Just gonna keep waiting until it hits the 6 seconds mark. How do you go full screen with this again? Windows, metadata, property, through tagger. I don't remember. engineer, never mind. Okay, got it. All right. So please stop lagging. Thank you. Nice. So this is pretty much it for the compositing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The button under escape. This one. Oh yeah, you're right. Thanks. I never knew it. I mean, I have seen the like buttons before, but I think I closed the tab and now I don't see it. Thank you. All right, so this is, and the chat is covering. I just see it. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna put the chat in the in between. Yeah. Okay. Right. So this is pretty much it for today's live stream, and I will post this on my Twitter, obviously. Right. So thank you so much and I hope you are having fun ขอบคุณมากครับที่เข้ามาชมกันเนาะพี่ชายแม่งแรปแต่ภาษาอังกฤษแล้วเขาคงไม่กลับไปพูดภาษาไทยอีกแล้วนะครับเอาละขอบคุณมากครับไว้เจอกันสัปดาห์หน้า Thank you so much see you on the next the next weekend maybe yeah maybe I'm still not sure okay bye bye thank you see you bye 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 bye